that people are calling you a drug dealer. Like, what's up, cousins? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time visiting my channel, my name's Amber. I call all my subscribers my cousins because I'm from the South, and in the South we all got cousins, play cousins. Everybody got a cousin. So this is just going to be like a chit chat video. This isn't a tutorial. Not a makeup artist. I recently did a makeup look that you guys were really loving on one of my previous videos, and it's so simple. Like, I just wanted to come and show you guys, like, I'm super simple with my makeup these days, just more going for like a effortless 90s type vibe has really been the look that I'm going for. This video is going to be as long as it's gonna be for those of y'all who don't like long videos. The timestamp is at the beginning of the thumbnails, guys. So yeah, hopefully y'all stick around, find out some interesting things about me. I'm just going to chat with you guys while I do this look. So I wanted to come and do this also because if you have been following me for at least the last 6 months, you guys know that I moved to LA. I am officially in LA. Well, I moved to California. Now, we were in Palm Springs for a month. So I am officially in LA. I've been in LA for 5 months. We were only in Palm Springs that first month. And then I kind of just stopped updating you guys. I said I was going to like keep you guys updated because you guys know that we didn't have anywhere to live, and I did move to LA with my boyfriend, and we both were just kind of in agreement that if we didn't do it that way, we probably would have never done it. And you guys know, if you've ever seen me do my makeup before, I cannot talk and do my eyebrows at the same time, so we're just going to time lapse through this part, okay? I guess I'll just start with basically after we left Palm Springs. You know, so you guys know that we basically did the whole Airbnb thing, which there's no problem with it. Like, I loved pretty much every Airbnb that we stayed in. I think it's a great way if you are someone who did, you know, what we did, test out an area, be in an area for a while. Like, we rented them out for like months at a time. Like, there were certain Airbnbs that we just went ahead and rented out for 2 months just to see, give ourselves like a good time in that area. So I do think that it is great for that. It just gets expensive, and so it's not something, unless you find like a, you know, a good situation and you know that you want to stay in the area, and you've priced things and you know everything works out. It's not a situation or anything that you want to do long term because it gets super expensive. And so there were times that we literally were paying like $3,000 a month in rent just to test out an area, look at an area, live like in a really nice spot. Like, not gonna lie, we lived in some nice places, so it's like you do get what you pay for. There are Airbnbs, of course, that are way cheaper than that, and you get your money's worth. So it's all what you pay for, but they definitely get expensive. Basically, that's what I'm still doing. Like, we are right now, we're not even in an Airbnb, we're in a hotel. We are hotel living right now, which is a whole different thing in itself, you know what I'm saying? It can get stressful, especially for myself when I am trying to create. As my brand grows, it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know, I want my content to grow, I want my content to get better. You guys notice, you know, when I'm trying to do like different things with my editing, and I spend a lot of time making sure that my content is visually pleasing, just because for me, I do know that there are a lot of us doing the same things, and so I just always want to find some kind of way to make my content stand out, so that when you're watching my video, it's like, oh, I know I'm watching Amber's videos because she does her edits like this, or she does her intros like this, or, you know, this is what her visually, this is her editing style. Like, I would eventually like it if you guys would be able to tell my video and my style of video just by something that I do in my video, my editing, my lighting, just something that stands me out. So also I stopped updating people, because I just have the thing about me, and it may be hard to for people to understand, especially since I am a full-time influencer and I do share things with you guys. But I really, if you know me in my personal life, like, I really struggle with the line between like unnecessary sharing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always struggle between like, what am I sharing? Is it helpful, or am I just like sharing my business? And I'm just the type of person that I am like just characteristically a private person, and it just got to a thing where like people's opinions on like what you're spending your money on, I wouldn't spend my money on that. I wouldn't spend that much money for you know, an Airbnb or whatever. And it's just like, that's when like we have problems. Basically, I understand that, you know, you wouldn't spend your money on that, but you know, I did. Okay, like, come to a point in my life where I just don't care what people think. It took me a long time to get to that point. Like, I was always, you know, worried about what my family was gonna feel, like what was their opinions, you know, how would my parents feel about me doing this. And I didn't do a lot of things in my life in my prime years, I feel like, which I don't feel like there are even a such thing as prime years anymore. But I do know that in my, you know, in my younger years, I stopped myself from doing a lot of things that I was passionate about or that would have made me happy, just because it wasn't the norm. It wasn't what people in Alabama were doing. People wouldn't understand. Even just to the fact of, you know, going to college altogether. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm proud of my degree. I'm super proud of my degree. Depending on what your career is, you know, I'm not knocking college. And you know, like, it is for some people, but even to the point of me, you know, even starting out getting my college degree, not only in my declared major, but just getting a degree, what, you know, period, was a lot of just peer pressure, because I didn't want to be alone. I wanted to be with my friends, and, you know, all that other stuff that when you look years later, you like, bruh. So basically where I am now is, we've been in LA, officially, it'll be 6 months. Also, like, people were giving me, of course, like recommendations of like areas to stay in, but it was just so much. It was so overwhelming, and this is gonna get real messy, but this is what I do. Okay, where do we start? And then we would look at places. Not only that, I don't have one dog, I have 2 dogs. So, you know, we need a place that can accommodate. Not only will they allow you to, because like so many places that we love, like everything was perfect, size-wise, area-wise, you know, just everything. And then you know, you get all the way down like, okay, I can commit to this, and they say, oh, by the way, we don't allow pets, or by the way, you know, we only allow cats, or you know, you're just crazy stuff. So then it's, you know, finding a place that works for not only me but the dogs, and then places that are close enough to the areas that we want to be close to. And it's like, what areas do we want to be close to? You know, trying to prove to people that you make money, and it's just like, well, I can prove to you that I make money. I can show you the money in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like an entrepreneur full time, it's so crazy the hoops that people will make you jump through to prove that you have income coming in. And it's almost like people are calling you a drug dealer. Like literally, that's sometimes what it feels like when you're talking to some of these apartment complexes and you're trying to like show proof of income and things like that, and it's just like, is Google my employer? Like, what do you tell? Like, literally show them, like literally show them that we both make well over 3 times the rent, but because it's like broken up, you know, because we're entrepreneurs, whether or not that money's coming in through sponsorships, or you know, your YouTube checks, or you know, paid gigs for events and things like that. Like, show one apartment complex that had us jump through hoops, literally had us jumping through hoops to do all these different things to show the proof of our income for like 2 weeks, gave us the runaround only to be like, oh well, we couldn't confirm any of that. And it's just like your apartment could be fine, your street could be fine, your block could be fine, and then you literally go 2 blocks over and you're in the absolute hood. Like, right, like, but if I'm being 100% honest, like, it's getting old. It's getting super old. So we definitely just have to, I mean, I don't want to say like settle, vision in my mind for my living area, my living space. Like, I just am not going to be one of those people who just come on here and, you know, pretend that 2019 has started off all, you know, kibbles and bits for me. Kibbles and bits. I don't know why I always say it like I'm a dog. I'm a dog, 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 I'm a dog. Oh, treat her like a dog, beat her like a dog, beat her like my dog, then pass her to my dog. That is my year. 2019 is just already this, and this, and it's just like, for me, that has never been my life. Like, my life has always been a slow burn with everything that I want to accomplish. Everything that I've wanted to do was never instant success, was never instant gratification, was never in the normal, like, allotted time, slot time. And then last but not least, my lips, which you guys always ask me about, and it's just like, I was like, oh girl, you got that brown, cute brown lipstick on. It's like, girl, my lips just black, okay? And people joke and say, oh girl, you been hitting a blunt a little too hard, and it's just like, little do you know, my lips always been brown. Like, even before I started hitting the blunt, I just have always had dark chocolate lips, which I personally love about myself. Like, people will try to like throw slick shade and be like, oh, your lips getting black, and I'm just like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally love the dark lip look, and I feel like I was just naturally blessed with them. So I mean, sometimes they do get a little bit blacker than normal, but you know, you just exfoliate and it goes away. Brown liner, and then I just go in with my Ghetto Girl clear gloss, and that is the brown lippie that you guys always see. It was necessary to kind of really just give you guys like the month by month play on, hey, you know, we're going to this Airbnb, because it was like people were freaking out about the $1,500 a month like Airbnb situation. Like, people were commenting like, oh, I couldn't pay that much for an Airbnb, when that literally to date was the cheapest one. The cheapest one that we stayed in. And I was just like, you know what, I really ain't trying to even go through all that. But I just wanted to come and, you know, kind of like update you guys, chit chat with you guys, let you guys know what's going on with me. And yeah, that's it. And you know, also show you guys like my really simple makeup routine. It's really nothing but brows, foundation, and powder, okay? And these videos end up being very long, but I mean, they're chit chat, so chit chats just kind of die off. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know how your 2019 is going for you. If your 2019 has started off with a bang, like that is really awesome. Mine just didn't. Like, I'm not hating on nobody's who did. This is, you know, just kind of like for people who didn't, like, don't feel like your 2019 is already a bust. It's like, girls, 2 weeks in, child, like, it's okay. I love you guys. I hope you got something from this chit chat, even if it was nothing but to see, you know, how I do my makeup. I promise in the next chit chat it'll be maybe something a lot more interesting, a lot more juicy. I used to do a lot of chit chats in the past, and then I just kind of died off. I don't know why, but you know, let me know in the comment section also if there's anything that you think, you know, we should chit and chat about. You know, the cousins love coming to the cookout, the barbecue.